This morning I tried leaving Musket Cove for the Asawa Islands, and then I noticed my engine was completely covered with salt in the front half of it. My guess is that the impeller water pump lip seal has failed, which means it dripped salt water on the belt, which flung it around the entire engine room. I've been spraying it off with this salt away stuff. It doesn't feel right to spray the engine with water, but can't be worse than salt water, so I'm doing it anyways. Now I'm going to take apart the water pump and see what I find. Everything is salty, not good. So I gotta clean this up as soon as I can, or it's gonna start corroding everything. But it is what it is. I think it's an easy enough problem to fix. I have the lip seals, if that's what it actually is. They just go in here. I can see that the water drips out of the bottom of this water pump, so I think this is a pretty easily fixable problem. It's a bit of a pain, but that's all right. I can feel the drip right now just from my fingers below here. 2 nuts, I'll throw these in the bilge and find a way to find them later. Just kidding. Okay. Here's the shaft with the 2 bearings. There's a seal in there, which I think is what's causing the problems. Alright, here's the new pump. Lip seal in there, looks good. There's a little spring that goes all the way around it on the inside that pulls it into the little shaft in the middle, and I think that's what rusted, which stopped the seal from holding on. Here's the old disintegrated lip seal. So that was the problem, I think. I'm gonna put it all back together now and see how it looks. Project's done. I cleaned up the faceplate and the back side of it, changed the lip seal, cleaned up the metal as well here, sprayed the whole engine with salt away, tested it at a high RPM, and everything's working well. The seal on the water pump is all good, so I'm on my way to Mana Island from Musket Cove. It's just ahead of me now over there. I'm going to spend the night here, then start heading further towards the Asawa Islands tomorrow. This is a fairly narrow entrance, but not too bad. I'm just going to slow down a bit and it should be all right. It's a really glassy evening. It's sort of clearly marked. There's a post there, post there, post there, and then post there, post there, post there. Red to port, green to starboard. Oh, super shallow there. It's actually a little bit sketchy, but the water is really clear so I can see. Coral everywhere. This island's funny because there's a resort up there, actually multiple resorts up there, and then this side of the island is where they film that stupid Survivor reality TV show where they, act like they're surviving even though they all get dinner at the resort every night. Pretty intense. All through the channel. It's quite the strong outgoing current, so I'm actually moving a lot faster than I wish I was, because hitting one of these rocks would not be good, but it's alright. Okay, right now I'm motoring from Mana Island to Waya Island, just up there. It's been a 20-mile trip total. I've got 4 miles left to go. No wind, so I've been motoring the whole time. The engine's perfect so far. I had to rebuild the water pump a few days ago because it was leaking, but that's all done now. And I'm gonna camp up at Waya for the night and then probably move out to the next island tomorrow. I've had the fishing line out the whole time. No bites. Okay, I think this is a good spot to anchor. It's not super shallow. I think it's shallow enough for me to spend a night. I gotta fix that roller so I can actually just drop it through without using my hands. Squall is hitting now. It seems to happen every day. I think the island probably cools down, or the sky cools down or something, and it pulls the rain and energy towards land, but should be okay. I'm hoping it doesn't blow too hard because the rocks are directly behind me. Doesn't mean the anchor would drag, but regardless, it's never a good feeling being blown on shore on an open roadstead anchorage. I'm almost at the next anchorage. What's it called? Drawaqa Island or something like that? Drawaqa. All right, gonna drop anchor right here. Really nice spot here. It's been perfect weather. I'm gonna jump in the water now, cool off because it's blazing hot, see if I can find any cool fish. There are a lot of fish, and I'll probably jump into the spear gun too. I'm pretty much out of food. I've been eating like I'm fighting in a World War II trench. No fish, just a ton of jellyfish. There were some stingrays and stuff, so that was cool. But yeah, sun's setting now. Gonna eat dinner with some friends and then probably leave here tomorrow morning. It is 7 a.m. I am anchored here at Paradise Cove, I think it's called, in Yasawa still. I'm gonna head back to Musket Cove today primarily because I'm out of food and water, which is not ideal. I have some food, but nothing nutritious, and I have 5 gallons left of water. So now I just gotta get the anchor up, which means start the generator, start the engine, turn the battery charger on, and then good to go. I think there might even be some wind today, so I can actually sail, but we'll see. Doesn't look like it in the clouds yet. Last night, a massive squall rolled through, tons of lightning and a strong wind and rain. My dinghy floor, which I was disassembling the whole thing and putting back in the boat, flew into the water. I was inside, heard it fall into the water. Had to jump in the water with my surfboard with lightning everywhere, which hindsight, I don't even know if it was worth the risk. The lightning was kind of far away, but you know, if one struck close, wouldn't have been good. Anyways, turned out fine other than a bunch of cuts on my feet from trying to throw both the dinghy floor, which got filled up with water, and the surfboard onto the boat in like a knot and a half of current. And I got a bunch of cuts on my feet from the barnacles, but yeah, super fun. Boat life. This new windlass has made everything so much easier. Nice, right up to the bow roller and in through it. Sweet. So much for wind. Dead flat the entire day so far. I've got maybe 4 more hours to go to get to Musket Cove. A bit less than that. Get there around 6 p.m. Yeah, calm out. It's nice. Have to motor, which sucks, but it's also kind of nice because when you're motoring, that means the conditions are nice and flat. I got the line out the back, no fish yet, and my drone stopped working. I tried to take it off this morning. Nothing. Worked yesterday. Now it's saying I have to take it into the service center, which means because I'm in Fiji, the drone is gone. So gotta buy another one. It's kind of a bummer. Heading into Musket Cove now. Pass is straight ahead. It's low tide, so I can see it really easily. All right, dropped anchor at Musket Cove. I'm backing down on the anchor right now, but it's all soft mud, so that'll be okay. I'm gonna go in now to get food because I'm pretty much completely out. I'll just get another sailor to get me in their dinghy. But yeah, tomorrow I'm probably going to just hang here, edit videos, and the day after I'm gonna go into the marina and varnish the teak, do some stainless steel polishing, get lettering for the green trim, make the boat look pretty again. And then I'm gonna make 2 how to sail videos. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I'm gonna release them early on Patreon. And a special thanks to everyone that has decided to support me on Patreon. See you next time.